I see.
Hey, what's up everyone, Akin here. So last year I competed at a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu tournament and here is how it went. So my coach approached me one day and asked if I wanted to attend this tournament because some of my teammates and my coach himself was gonna be there. I said hell yeah because I like competing anyway. And having your coach with you when you're fighting helps a lot too. The tournament was in a different state and it was like a 4-hour drive. So that made me think about if I wanted to go or not. Then I thought it would be a fun 2-day getaway by myself and decided to go. And I booked myself a hotel room close to the sports center. Competing is common in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I think this was my 3rd competition since I started training. So there are different weight classes just like any other combat sports and different levels as well. So you're fighting people at your level and at the same weight class as you are. I walked around at like 180 pounds, so I decided to sign up for 185 pound division, which meant I had to weigh in below 185 pounds on the day of the tournament. So I weighed in at 176 pounds, which actually surprised the guy at the weigh-in table. He even asked me if I was sure I wanted to do the 185 pound division because clearly they would have a weight advantage over me. And since there was a 170 pound division as well, I could just cut 5 pounds like most fighters do, and I would have had a strength advantage over my opponents. But I didn't really care because I thought I was gonna run through all of my opponents and get the gold medal.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Which was not the case, but more on that later. In terms of preparation, I didn't do any specific training or didn't do a training camp since I signed up only 2 weeks before the tournament. But after I decided to compete, I started sparring harder than I normally would just to mimic the tournament. You can't fully mimic the tournament at your gym because you know the people you go against and like there's no medal at the end, so you don't care if you get tapped out. But the best I could do was to push my cardio and think about my best moves and like try to hit them as much as possible during sparring. The tournament was on Saturday, but I decided to go there on Friday because since it was a 4-hour drive, I didn't want to be tired on the day of the competition. I checked in at my hotel, chilled in my room, and then went shopping. I bought some fruits, Gatorade, water, and snacks for Saturday night because I was gonna watch UFC. On Saturday morning, I went to the sports center and weighed in, watched some of my teammates' matches, then went back to my hotel to chill in my room because my first match was gonna be in the afternoon. A couple of hours later, it was almost my time to fight. I think I had like 20 people in my division, so I had to fight 5 or 6 times to get the gold medal. Before my first match, I was not nervous at all. I saw my opponent right before the match and told myself I'll choke this guy easily. It was harder than I thought, but I was able to choke him in like 4 minutes. And here is a short clip of me taking him down and then choking him after 3 minutes of passing his guard. After that weird takedown, I passed his guard like 5-6 times. I was fishing for the dart stroke. I was waiting for an opening. Then he kind of gave me his arm and then I immediately went for the dart stroke. After I locked my hands, it's game over because it's one of my best moves. And I'm getting the tap here. After my first match, I was extremely tired, but I had to be ready for my second match. My second opponent was much bigger than the first one. He was this bald, jacked dude, but I still thought I was gonna choke him. After some hand fights and a takedown, I was able to kimura him and almost broke his shoulder. I didn't want to shoot on him. I thought he would sprawl heavy, so I was looking to snap his head. Didn't really work. I tried the arm drag, that didn't work either. Then I said, screw this, I'm gonna double leg him. He kind of gave me his back. I was too high and slid down, but I got his arm in a kimura trap and snatched it and almost broke his shoulder. Here I asked him if his arm was good to make sure he was okay. I won my third match by points, but I somehow hurt my knee during the fight. I hit a beautiful slide by takedown and tried to choke him in his back for like 3-4 minutes and ended up winning by points. If everything went as planned, I had 2 more matches to win the tournament. My knee was hurting a lot, but I thought I could manage to fight 2 more times. I lost my 4th match by points, and at that point, my knee was much worse than before. I sat on the floor to rest my knee because even though I lost my 4th match, I was still gonna fight for the bronze medal. After sitting for about 10 minutes and talking to my coach, I wanted to see how my knee felt and tried to stand up. And that's when I realized I couldn't actually stand on my right knee and couldn't fight one more time. And my coach told me not to fight as well because he didn't want me to hurt my knee more. So we just left the tournament. To be completely honest, I was looking forward to Saturday night more than the competition itself because there was a huge UFC card that day. I planned out that night a week before. So after winning the gold medal, which I didn't, I was gonna order a large pizza and stuff my face with that in my room on the bed that was in front of the TV. Everything went according to plan except getting the gold medal. I got a large pizza, went to my room, turned the fights on, and had a great time. I left the next morning, which turned out to be another relaxing road trip by myself. I'm gonna talk about my takeaways from this tournament in a later video, so make sure to watch that when it's out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.